you always come across obstacles.
I hope that everything turns out well, and I hope it sounds great.
If you make music for TV, film, advertising, all kinds of media, then this is your community. BCMM is the Professional Association of Media Composers in the Netherlands. We support our members. We represent them at international and national organizations like BCMM, SENA and the EXA, and we help them with their creative process as well.
From experienced composers to also beginning composers, to give them the chance to record their music with a live big ensemble.
I don't really have the facilities to be able to be recording with live musicians every time I want to write something.
In my own project, I want to use as many live musicians as possible. So even if the budget's small, recording 1, 2 or 3 musicians can humanize an entire production and make it bigger.
Laurens, moeten de violen in 74 ook piano spelen?
I organized the recording sessions with the musicians, the studio, did all communications with the engineer, the orchestra, the first violin.
So to me, the big value is that you have people breathing in a room. And this is an energy that you cannot replace. What I'm doing is a very delicate role because you don't want to change what they want, but to give them also the option of something that might be better, but without overruling them. Yeah, problem solving is always there.
These four bars?
Yes.
Yeah.
Same spot.
Zelf stukje nog 1 keer voor de safety. Het wordt hartstikke goed. Nog 1 keertje.
BCMM rented the studio for 2 days, this wonderful studio in Hilversum, and we asked the Dutch String Collective to come there for 2 days.
The String Collective is a group of professional string players with a lot of experience. Of course, we have both things. We have concerts and we have studio recordings. It's nice to do both to get the best possible result.
Hallo, kom binnen. Kom in.
Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for being here. Well, to be honest, I'm not sure what to expect. This is my first time.
I expect that it won't go smoothly, I think.
In this kind of environment, recording with live musicians, I just know that I'm very excited and very grateful for this opportunity.
I think we'll make it work because the ensemble is great, I heard, so.
This piece is my first piece for real string.
It's like a hook. I cannot stop singing this.
And my children are singing it, by the way, all the time. Like la 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 la.
Which is good.
This piece is called Trader's Lullaby. Shared Sessions came along, luckily enough.
They're great musicians. Yeah, well, you have to go in and by the second take, you're used to that, and then you can just make the music alive.
They get to play something completely different during the whole day.
So I thought I have to explain them a lot. But after a while, they really got to a kind of sweet spot, and that was really nice.
Especially when I was in the actual room with them, it was a completely different experience because, you know, these are real people who have trained and who have practiced for countless hours to become as good as they are.
Nee. Nou, hoeft niet.
Nee, ze hoeven dan alleen die noten spelen.
Alleen om die laatste 2 nootjes? Ja. Nou.
ideal session, for me, it's nice when there happens a lot. So we have very melodic sounds and melodic movements, but also very rhythmical. An ideal session is being wanted musically. Then it's easier. Difficult can be nice also. Challenging can be fun. But what's very, very important, and this is also something that composers need to know. For us, the backtrack, the information we get through the headphones needs to be very good.
The ideal session to me goes with the orchestra leaving early, because then it means that I did the job in a good way and they are happy to leave with a happy result.
Another thing that's very important to make it a good recording session is the person behind the mixing table who communicates with us about which bar number we start, the punching in.
I'm really happy with the way the technician is working. You can hear that they are really experienced musicians.
What I've found is that during the take, there's still like little adjustments you didn't see.
And then communication with Lawrence and with everyone else was very smooth.
And I was really happy how Lawrence guided through the recording. And I think it's really amazing what they did so fast. Half a word, and yeah, they understand.
Very good musicians. What we need is some ground tones, so we can tune on that. And then we start recording, yeah. Of course, I would like to hear on my headphones the click. It's very important.
When you play in a studio, you have a click where you have to keep your tempo on. But when you play live, you have just a little bit more freedom just to make it more alive.
You have to know that we can play very well without a headphone. But as soon as you get this information from the backing track, it can confuse the whole group. So that's a very important thing. So when that's all right, it's a nice session.
Thank you guys, it was really...
Thank you.
Really,
Dank je. Tot volgende.
Yeah,
See you next time.
They can record 30 minutes of music.
I think it's much music for 30 minutes, but I think we'll make it work.
And then they are like, okay, you have 30 minutes and you have these boundaries. And yeah, I think it's great. It's a very formative experience for all the composers that did this.
I thought 30 minutes was a bit short, you know, for a whole ensemble, but it turned out to be exactly the right amount of time.
It's thanks to everyone just understanding exactly what needed to be done, and then we did it. And yeah.
So we just finished recording the last piece of today.
And yeah, I would definitely be looking forward to doing this again if it ever happens, if BCMM ever decides to organize this again.
Well, it's actually great news for everybody because it really raises the artistic value of media music in the Netherlands.
So it just went spot on.
I think it went way quicker than I expected because they're such good musicians, so they don't need a lot of practice.
With this, the music really comes alive.
The musicians were great. I had a lot of fun also playing the music, and it was great to hear and see every composer with their own piece. And I hope the composers are happy with the recorded material.
This is like a dream come true for me, so that's all I have to say.